Hello everyone, it's Kingdom Silver here, and in today's video we are discussing why predicting the price of silver is incredibly dangerous for silver stackers to do. You're not going to want to miss this information. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Let's dive right in. So the first reason why predicting the price of silver can be so dangerous for silver stackers to do is the fact that the market itself is manipulated. So on the screen here, you're going to see a couple of headlines for some articles that discuss this topic. And I'm also going to refer you to Rob Kientz of the Freedom Report. He's done a lot more research on this, has the knowledge base, can prove this out. Actually was one of the people that got me involved in this topic. He's very qualified to do so, a CPA, so you know he's good people. Check out his channel for details on this. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to move through with the concept that the market is manipulated. So if we're coming into it with that type of knowledge, of that type of idea that we know it's manipulated, then it becomes then very, very tricky for us to then try and predict the price of silver using any type of method, whether that's candlestick charts or something I'm actually interested in, trying to see the market indicators. If you know the market is manipulated, then it's not going to act in the ways that you would think the market should. And I've seen this, ladies and gentlemen, over the last year as I've been diving into the topic myself of using candlestick charts and market indicators, having a trading view account to see how the market moves. Multiple times this year, I've seen where you would think from everything the gold or silver price would move up, and it does the exact opposite. Why is it doing that? Because it's being manipulated. So, second reason why trying to predict the price of silver can be incredibly dangerous is that silver is volatile. Now, that's a good thing if you're trying to capture that price, but it can also be a bad thing. And what I mean by that is the timing. In this last week here, and as of the recording of this video, which is on February 1st, we had silver fluctuate almost $2. Right? It's incredibly volatile. And on top of that, right now our world is really volatile, ladies and gentlemen, with potential tariffs coming through and all these other things, the political and socioeconomic areas being pretty intense right now. It can really fluctuate. And so trying to time the price of getting in and getting out of the market can be really tricky. And if you don't know what you're doing, it can really hurt you. And this leads me into our third reason, which is trying to predict the price of silver. It's dangerous because it can really fry your mental game. I can't tell you how many times in trying to stack gold and silver where I have tried to predict the price. There will be those days where you can hit it, right? But there will also be those days where the market moves $1 and you're like, oh, I gotta get in, silver's about to explode, and then the next day it goes down $1, or vice versa. It's tanking, you sell it, and then it goes right back up, and then what happens here is you just turn into this, you feel like junk silver. You feel worn out, you feel used, you feel a little grungy, right? It's just a terrible situation. So that is my reasons why it's just incredibly dangerous to do. Now, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, notice I said nowhere in this video have I said you can't predict the price or try to predict the price of silver. Now you say, well, you're saying it's incredibly dangerous. Well, yes, that's true. Let's look at it this way. It's like fire or electricity, ladies and gentlemen. When used correctly, electricity can, power your home. It can help you watch entertainment. Fire can help you cook. It can keep you warm at night. But, when it's out of control, fire especially, we've seen what's happened in California right now. So I'm not saying you can't try predicting the price of silver. What I'm saying is it's dangerous and you need to use caution. So for me, you've even seen this on this channel before. I will point out macro factors, right? Things that might be influencing gold, silver at a high level, especially silver because we're a silver channel, that can impact things. So for example, tariffs, right? Tariffs can impact the price of silver, right? We're seeing that there could be some tariffs in Canada and Mexico. And that's one of the reasons, ladies and gentlemen, that I just purchased a bunch of silver maple leaves, because the premium on those might be going up. Again, not investment advice, just something that I'm doing. Another example of this is you may be seeing there's articles that are coming out right now that because of these potential tariffs, that the U.S. is getting flooded right now with planes load of gold and silver, because they are preparing for the premiums here to go up and to be able to capture that price value here, right? So on a macro level, whether it be just looking at the price of silver compared to its cost, that's more where I lean. On this channel, you will never, ever see me predicting a price of silver to get in and to get out, because it just doesn't make sense. I feel there's a responsibility to you, those viewing this video, to make smart decisions with your money. Even though I'm not a personal financial advisor, this is not investment advice, right? Consult your own personal financial advisor for that. I was somebody that I'd look at people on YouTube and I'd make my own decisions. And unfortunately, I know that people will do that with these type of things. So I try to just reinforce it. You're probably tired of me saying it. You got to make your own decisions. You've got to do your own research to be successful. So in all of that, if I'm ever going to try and predict the price of silver, it's probably not going to be a price target. It is going to be looking at the macro factors that we're facing in our world right now and how will that impact the price of silver. So that's going to do it for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate a like on this video if you enjoyed it. If you'd like to comment, I'd love to interact with you. That's one of my favorite things in recording these videos. And if you're really enjoying this content and want to see more of it, please give me a subscribe. It helps me out, but more importantly, it gets the word out about silver and gold. Without further ado, be blessed. Be a blessing to others. We'll see you later.